1, 3, 3, and you should get a response right away that says you're hooked in. And you'll get on. Nice. Here comes Memphis. We'll be flying for our morning entertainment as the B-17 takes off with passengers on board. The Stagger Wing will be back again at the height of the Great Depression. Aircraft executive Walter Beach, air business executive. The Beechcraft's Stagger Wing, first flown in 1932 during its heyday. Standard cabin series of biplanes. We have examples of those here this weekend as well. The unusual negative stagger wing configuration. The upper wing staggered behind the lower. Unique shape maximized pilot visibility. It was intended to reduce interference, drag between the wings, although it was later found that. Getting on the runway.
But I'll be seeing you. Thank you very much. Thank you. This is what I think you'll all recognize. The song was recorded by the Andrews sisters, and certainly feel free to sing along or dance if you feel like. This is Don't Sit Under the Apple Tree. Don't go home down Lover's Lane with anyone else but me. No, not till you see me. Not till you see me marching home. Home, 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 sweet home. Just wait till I come marching home.
He calls American Dream, and we'll tell you the story behind that when he flies solo for us later this afternoon. Here's a good look and listen to our fighters taking part in the opening ceremonies. T and Lou coming up in the Mustangs, Charlie Lynch in the Corsair. Big 13-foot diameter prop of the Corsair gets the dust up pretty good, and here comes the lap of the Mustang. I'm going to hand things over to Terry Scott to tell you more about the Harvards after they take off the Canadian Harvard Aircraft Association.
You saw Tommy, he fell off the chair. You see that?
I missed it.
Coming over your right shoulder now, the return of the fighters. And as Whiskey 7 gets ready to taxi out and depart as well. And then shortly we'll hand things over to the skipper and the D6 demonstration. The fighters, the P-40, 2 P-51s, and the Corsair, ladies and gentlemen. The two Mustangs together. Get your cameras ready, because this sure is pretty, and it sounds sweet. The music, ladies and gentlemen, of the Merlins. And Swamp Fox, Mad Max. Swamp Fox will be back later this afternoon. It is solo demonstration flight with our team next to flying it. Beautifully restored and polished up. A couple of great examples of the iconic P-51. I'm going to sign you up for updates throughout the day out of the Sheriff's Department. It's a cool idea. So get your phone out, and what you want to text is Airshow 2019 to 618. That's not 2 as in the number. The number is 618.
Let us give a special round of applause to those P-51 pilots. That is a beautiful airplane. And many of you are familiar with the history of the Tuskegee Airmen. It was known as the Red Tail, that Merlin engined V-12 sleek fighter. P-51 Mustang was a fine fighter plane, and it was instrumental in helping us with long-range escort of 15th Air Force strategic bombers into Germany, targets held by the Axis forces. Now, I am a representative of the Tuskegee Airmen Incorporated.
Here to the GoPros, and I saw him and I nodded hello. He looked a little too polished up to look like well, then when they said, oh, old man Griswold was cutting the grass, and I saw him walking out to the plane, then it hit me. I'm like, oh my God. He comes out with this cane. He's like,
no idea. We're going to get Swamp Fox into the sky anyway. But no worries, folks. We'll get it figured out. Here comes the P-51. We're going to have them hauled out. Look at that. Isn't she a beauty? That was barely above the wires, wasn't it? Second B-25. Our bombers. Whiskey 7 taking off too. This is going to make a great picture. Warbird over Warbird. Have your cameras ready. And as they are taxiing out, let's fill the sky with some Warbirds too. as she is in the ground, or on the ground, Swamp Fox. This beautiful B-51, dedicated as a tribute to the memory of Lieutenant Will Ford. Swamp Fox is inbound. From the right at high speed, here she comes. Right down the runway. Look how impressive she is all these years later. How she climbs, the music she makes. B-51 Mustang, flown by R.T. Dixon in this tribute today. The airframe delivered to the 445th Fighter Squadron, Bakersfield, California. Served many active and guard units. The last duty station, Kentucky Air National Guard. A sound that actually harmonizes with the Merlin engine. Before being parked. Came out of complete restoration in 2012. It was painted to honor Will Ford's last mount, Swamp Fox, the 364th Fighter Squadron, 357th Fighter Group, 8th Air Force, based in England. There's that whistle for just a moment, Merlin. Lieutenant Colonel Will Ford, retired, then a young lieutenant. The music of the Merlin. The accompanying whistle. The beautiful music of the P-51. Will be the P-40, Tom Richard. As RT sets up now to recover the Mustang, all-in torque for 1,400 horsepower, that big Merlin engine. Careful, bringing it back onto the grass here to the greatest show on turf. R.T. Dixon and the P-51 Swamp Fox. Charlie Lynch coming up to the Corsair. We'll let you hear just the sheer weight of these. So that's the crew of the Memphis. As we dial back the hands of time and our bomber runs now. Ladies and gentlemen, the movie Memphis Belle B-17. Bombers, the B-20 for the American Air Power Museum in Farmingdale, New York. The B-25 mishap. From Champagne, the next pass. Bombay doors open, Champagne gal. Symbolic of the Doolittle raids, where after Pearl Harbor, America struck back to Japan. Didn't do a whole lot of damage, but it certainly did when it came to morale. There's coming up with the B-25. Mishap. Max doing a super. Here she comes. B-17 bomber, often encountering anti-aircraft fire, and once surviving a crash landing. Hines passed away in March of this year at the age of 95. He enjoyed a wonderful life in Buffalo with his wife of over 70 years of marriage. His daughters, both of them, grandchildren, have been with us. Mishap. B-25 again from the American Air Power Museum. Max giving you a wave from on board an airplane he loves to fly. And Champagne Gal coming in next as a salute. Charlie Leach's tribute to John Glenn, the Marine Corps pilot. Speed. Belle, the movie B-17, and our fighter escort, the Corsair. Beautiful photo pass. Look at that. B-17, the Flying Fortress Heavy Bomber. Designed by Boeing Aircraft Company in response to a 1934 Army Air Corps specification that called for a 4-engine bomber at a time when 2 engines were the norm. The bomber intended from the outset to attack strategic targets by precision daylight bombing, penetrating deep into enemy territory. Like the sound system you're listening to. Kudos to them. No easy task. Excellent work, and thank you very much for those efforts. To our hundreds of volunteers that it has taken to put this great event on, once again, folks, could you make some noise for them? They've been looking out for us, but we've been looking up and having fun. What a beautiful shot as the B-25 drops in and the B-17 lands. Wow.
I
there
think
she
so.
is in all her glory, beautiful B-17. Champagne Gal getting ready to land next. Our air boss, who's been looking after our safety and the safety of our performers and choreographing all of it. To our veterans over in the Veterans Tent, a huge thank you. Thank you for your service. Champagne Gal. Landing gear down on Miss Hap now too, as it's getting ready to recover in our last few moments.